The River Indy is branded as the SUV of scooters, and that is because of the practicality it offers. What we are going to be doing in today's video is answering some very important questions after properly testing this out in the real world. So let us get into how practical and convenient of an EV option the River Indy is and whether it really is like an SUV. There is currently nothing that looks like the River Indy, making it a very unique offering in the EV space. The design language is more function than form, and that is seen from the proportions of the scooter and the use of the 14-inch alloy wheels. What River have managed to do with this design language is incorporate a lot of storage into the scooter. Additionally, the crash guards at the front and pannier mounts at the rear give the scooter a really rugged look. The River Indy is available in 3 flashy color schemes. So we have this yellow, then you have a blue, and you also have a red on offer. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the design language, but I'm sure there'll be many who like it. Let us know what you think of the design in the comment section below. The River Indy has a ton of storage space, so you get 43 liters of boot space, you get 12 liters in this glove box right here. That makes it 55 liters of luggage storage as standard. The floorboard can also double as storage area, and that is thanks to these foot pegs that you have for a rider. Additionally, you also get an accessory detachable floor cage that makes carrying goods on this much safer. Furthermore, you also get accessories like panniers and a top box which increase the storage capacity even more. Essentially, this scooter is going to be great for someone who really needs to travel with a lot of luggage in their day-to-day lives. But to take full advantage of this, a rider is going to have to spend extra on all of these accessories. In the city, the River Indy has pretty good performance. Currently, I'm riding around in the eco mode, and that's more than adequate for all my needs. You can get to a top speed of around 55 to 56 kilometers per hour in the eco mode. And all that is needed for quick overtakes or climbing inclines is switching quickly to the ride mode. And the modes can be changed just with this button on the right side, and it's really easy. Additionally, to make life easier for a rider, it also gets a reverse mode. Although the process of entering the reverse mode is a bit tedious, it would have been nice if there was a single button on the switchgear to swiftly activate it or switch it off. The 4 kWh battery pack in the River Indy gets an IDC estimated range of around 161 kilometers. Now, in our real world tests, we were using the scooter mainly in eco mode, and we also used a bit of ride mode as well, and we were able to get a total of 117 kilometers on a full charge. When the scooter is fully charged, the range displayed in eco mode is around 105 kilometers, but it is able to travel more because of the regen. Additionally, this range will drop depending on how much luggage the rider is carrying or whether there's a pillion on board as well. Out on the highway, a mix of ride and rush modes will be ideal for cruising along. Ride can get to an indicated top speed of around 76 km per hour, and rush does an indicated top speed of approximately 90 km per hour. It is not meant for the highway, but sometimes we do need to use the highway even in our day-to-day commutes, and this does get the job done. From our tests, we did find that there is a fair amount of speedo error, and when the dash is displaying a top speed of 90 km per hour in rush mode, the scooter is actually doing a top speed of 80 km per hour. Range anxiety won't be a problem for most customers because this dash displays information very accurately. In my tests, when the scooter showed around 15 kilometers of range, it ran for almost 25 kilometers. Now, I'm pretty comfortable astride the River Indy EV, as you can see. I have a height of 5 foot 7 inches and I can easily flat foot to the ground. So that's because of the very accessible seat height that the scooter has. Additionally, this seat is really comfortable, and because it's so long, I can accommodate a pillion even when I have a backpack on me. What makes this scooter unique is the foot pegs for the rider, which can be used while carrying luggage on the floorboard or just to relax their legs. While using these foot pegs, the ergonomics feel like you are astride a cruiser motorcycle. Unlike many EV scooters out there which feel really lightweight, you can actually feel the weight of this scooter while it is stationary. But when you get astride it, because of the low seat height, it is accessible to taller and shorter riders as well, and moving it around becomes a really easy task. In the handling department, the River EV feels like a really stable and planted scooter when it is on the go and while cornering as well. Now the handling isn't really sporty by any means, but that isn't what this scooter was meant for. When we talk about the suspension is on the stiffer side. While riding through bad patches of road, you feel a jolt from the front forks and the scooter's weight is also prominently felt. But with a pillion and more weight on board the scooter, it does feel more plush. In terms of braking, the River Indy gets disc brakes at both ends with the assistance of combi braking system. All that a rider needs to do is get on the rear brake lever first and the scooter comes to a halt in a smooth and gradual manner. But if a rider only gets on the front brake lever, the feedback is not as good and it does feel like it's taking slightly longer to come to a halt. Priced at Rs 1.38 lakh ex-showroom, the River Indy makes a good case for itself to a family who's looking for a comfortable and spacious EV scooter that can also be used for transporting goods. The performance is similar to something like the Ather 450S. So essentially, this gets the job done in a simple manner. I also feel like alternatively, this can be used by the gig economy as they can make deliveries without having to carry large backpacks on their back. With 117 kilometers of riding range, riders who have a daily commute of around 20 kilometers can go almost 4 days without having to recharge it again. While this might not be like a true blue SUV, it is more like a mini SUV. It is a well-built scooter that offers a lot of functionality, especially in the comfort and storage department. We hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share and subscribe to the ZigWheels channel for more content like this. And if you have any questions, do drop them in the comment section below.